It's December 1st, my lovelies. Are you ready for the holiday time? If you're struggling, then this video is for you. We got some tips and tricks that'll help you get through those holidays, so stay tuned. Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here and not hit that subscribe button and you like this video, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. So today on Monday, it is Monday, December 1st. Holla, December 1st. I know, it's crazy. But it's a new month for all of us. New topic on WW, new set of points. Well, not really a new set of points. It's depending on what day you get weighed. But it's a new month. Sometimes we need a new month to reset ourselves. But this is the month from HE double hockey sticks. Yeah, it's the month of parties, get-togethers, and cookies. Ah, I know. Parties, get-togethers, and cookies. Oh my, oh my. And if that has you nervous and scared, I get it. I do. Because it's a hard time of year to trying to lose weight, stay healthy, be mindful, maintain our weight. It's almost like a minefield. But here at Dish with D, we are here to help you navigate that minefield so the damage isn't as bad as it could be. Because the average person gains between, 8 and 15 pounds between Thanksgiving and January. That's a crazy number. But I'm not surprised by it because it's always you're eating foods that are rich, buttery, fatty, delicious. You're eating sweets that are sugary and delicious. You're enjoying many adult beverages, a little bit in excess. So yeah, all those things will show up on the scale, unfortunately. So here we are trying to navigate that. Now, last night live, we had a game plan. I had many people mention they wanted a challenge for December. Okay, if you want a challenge, I will, and we all discussed it. And they wanted movement and they wanted water. So I'm right now creating a PDF. It should be hopefully done today. So if you're not on Facebook and part of my Facebook group, which is listed down below, Dish with D's Crew, you don't do Facebook. A lot of people don't. I totally understand that. Then email me and I will send you the little PDF. Now, we thought about steps. And then, we just kind of came to the conclusion, how about just calling it movement? Like any movement. Maybe instead of doing X amount of steps, we can do X amount of times. So I am putting that together, and they wanted to call it Step Into the Holiday Music, or Step Into the Holiday, something like that, challenge. So we're going to incorporate holiday music. Now, if you're a person that doesn't celebrate holidays, you don't have to use holiday music. You can use any music you like. If you're a person who loves the 60s, you love the 70s, you love the 80s, you love the 90s, then that's music that you listen to that gets you moving. Music is one of those things that just moves you from the inside out. It's like, for me, sometimes certain music takes over my body. I'm not responsible for what happens when certain songs come on. It just, you just can't help it. You just have to, So you put that music on. Make yourself a playlist. Is what I love to do. I have a million playlists on my phone, and when I go out to do my walking, I'll decide what playlist do I want to listen to. It usually has to be fast music because there's a slow music, playlist, and there's that fast music. I need fast music. I need music that I love. All my favorites are on my playlist when I need to really work out. So it's going to be step into the music, I think, and then water, of course. We were talking about, I always say how important water is because it helps flush out your system. If you had a lot of sodium, you need that flush. So I'm starting today. In fact, I have a new advent calendar for December. Starts today. It is by Water Drop. Now that's the little tablets that you get. I got it in a subscription box maybe last year, and they're flavored tablets. And you put it into your water. I have mine. Do you have yours? And it flavors your water. Now, I'm hoping that there's 24 different ones. I haven't opened it yet. This is still my regular water with my, True Lemon in there. I think it's True Lemon. I think it's True Lemon. It's the little packets of lemon. Oh, they're my favorite. So every day, so that's going to get me to drink, extra water, because I know these are, and it just ties right into the Weight Watchers topic perfectly. I was dumbfounded when I saw what the topic was this week. Oh, weigh in. Oh, Dee, how'd you do this week? Or last week, actually, because I get weighed the end of last week. Well, I get weighed every day, and I average my weight. I just feel like for the month of, well, it's probably for the last 2 months, I've been doing, I think since sometime in October I started. And I take it and I average it out. Because, day to day, week to week, your weight's going to fluctuate. Is it the be-it-all, end-all? No, but it is something I can do. If I get on the scale one day and I see, oh, it's really up, I know in my head that I really have to be mindful that day more than normal. So, and then I'm probably not going to continue. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will continue. I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying it. I used to be an everyday wear and I stopped. But I have a different mindset now, and I think a little bit different, so it's not as, detrimental to me. Like, I would get weighed every day and be down and be like, oh my gosh, I'm down, let's just eat. Yeah, we don't do that anymore. We used to do that. That's why I stopped getting weighed every day, because it never worked out well. But anyway, after all that being said, I am up a pound this week. Again, that's the average. I was up, I was down. It was kind of like, it is what it is. I don't really be like, it is what it is. But it was a busy week. There was a lot of extra food, so I'm not that surprised. We got it. We're having this no gain December. Well, so far as December 1st, I've gained. I put on my calendar. So we want to be very diligent this week. We don't want to have another pound gain, because that's not my no gain December. My no gain is to maintain. Now, granted, with that, I want to be within 2 pounds of that. So, I'm still under my, because you have to fluctuate. It is life, and life you will fluctuate. So, let me grab this week's topic. It's about goal setting. Now, it seems like a weird topic, goal setting, because, do we really need goals? You do. You need a plan. You need a plan. You need a sketchy plan, but you need a plan. Now, there are 2 types of goals, outcome goals and behavioral goals. Let's start with the outcome goal. An outcome goal is the result we want, the end game. This could be the amount of weight we want to lose, the number we want to see on the scale, or the piece of clothing we want to fit. Like, come January, where do you want to see? What is your outcome goal? Like, what is it? For me, it's trying to be within 2 pounds of my weight right now. I don't want, actually 1 pound, because I'm already up a pound, but you get the gist. You be within 2 pounds of where you're at currently. That is my goal, is not to gain, is to maintain. That is my end goal. And how am I going to achieve that end goal? You ask. Behavioral goals, which is what we're doing, which is so funny that it ties into that. Are actions we take in order to reach the outcome we desire. You have a goal, you have to have a path to get there. So what am I going to do? My movement has been terrible. My movement has been horrific. I'm not going to lie about that. It's been horrible. So we can improve that. My water has been decent, but it needs to be better. So those are the 2 behaviors I want to work on, other than tracking. My tracking has been horrific too. And sometimes I'm eating too much, and sometimes I'm not eating enough. So tracking helps keep me at least in the ballpark of where I need to be. So my tracking has been really bad. And I lost my streak. I had a streak of close to 300 days. And it's gone. You know what? I could start a new one. And that's the goal, is to get that streak for the month of December. So if I could have a 30-day tracking streak, that is a behavior. If I can get my water in, that is a behavior. If I can get movement in, that is a behavior that will help me achieve the end goal. It's, you can't go from A to B you can't go to A to C without doing B. I can't get to where I want to do without putting the work in. Oh, God, that sounds so horrible, doesn't it? We have to work. We do. It's not going to be handed to us. We have to work for it. And that sometimes it feels good to say that, because it's like, it's within my control to do it. Let's stop making excuses and stop and make some progress. Because we got all the excuses in the world. Yeah, I don't feel like doing it. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired every day too. I am. But I'm tired of being in a rut. And sometimes there's a couple new exercises I saw. I did save, I think it came up as a suggestion for, I guess, this thing. But I'm like going, oh my gosh, it's like, I can do that. It was a lot had to do with, I think they were in front of a wall. And they were doing like these stretches where they would turn and hit the wall, then turn and hit the wall. So it's kind of like in that waist movement. So if I can get that video or get a like routine of that, I will definitely share that, because I think some of y'all might be interested in that too. Remember I told you about the wall push-ups? I stopped doing them too. Wall push-ups, something I can do. You can do them up against the sink, and you're not doing 30 of them. You do 10 at a time. You might do it 3 times a day, and then that is 30. So definitely give yourself those little shots of movement. Because, what gave you success in the past? Like, what was something that you did? And a lot of people, they'll be like, it's tracking, it's movement. We know what it is. We just have to do it. Focus on behaviors, not weight. That's what somebody said in the chat. I'm like, that's so true. We always look, that's how we judge our success. I do understand that. But if you focus on the behaviors, the weight will come. It's like that movie Field of Dreams. Build it and they will come. It's the truth. Focus on the behaviors and you will see success on the scale. We have to remember that. You have to do the good to see, you have to do the work to see the good. It's not going to be handed to you. So here you go. Here's your work. Like even people on GLP-1s, you can take that shot and it could, in the beginning, you'll probably drop a lot. But in the end, you have to learn those behaviors in order to keep that success. You have to learn it's not a magic shot. You have to put the work in no matter what you do. So I wish it was easier than that. I wish I could sit there and say, oh my God, just drink your water and move and it'll all just drop like flies. Oh my gosh, you'll wake up, you'll look like Twiggy in 6 months. You may be on the way to Twiggies, but you have to put the work in. And I say to myself every day, do you really this week, I'm like, did you really think you were going to see anything different? Because you really were slacky last week. I was slacky. Good in some ways, but slacky on others. I've been slacky on my movement. I've been slacky on my water. I've been slacky on my tracking. There's 3 things. My sleep is fantastic. So 3 of my 4 pillars suck. And do I expect to see success when 3 of my 4 pillars suck? We're going to work on that, my lovelies. We're going to adjust and we're going to force ourselves. I think I've gotten into the uncomfortable zone again. Because once you get out of your routine of what you do, it's so easy to get out of that routine. Because it's work. Oh, I don't really feel like doing that. Because it's work. I just want to sit here and do nothing. No, we have to work. Time to work again, Denise. Time to get off your butt and get that movement back in. I'm already missing Glam Squad because I'm here filming, but I'm going to get back there. I am. It's just, I think the time, and again, that's an excuse. The time is inconvenient for me. It is, but I could maybe try and work around that better. I could have filmed this after Glam Squad. I could have. I should have, now that in hindsight. But again, listen to what you say to yourself. It's like you sit, I am the, I tell people about excuses, but who's the queen of them? We all are. I think we've all been there. But yes, so it's goals. What goal? I'm going to ask you, what goal do you want for January? How can you achieve that goal? What's the behavioral goal that you need to adjust? And if you want to come on our challenge, it is totally free. I want to make a PDF I'm going to make 2 PDFs. One, I want to make a checklist PDF. I'm going to leave it blank so you can put in what you want. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll leave it for you could put more than one thing. I want to create, I'll put the steps, I'll put the water, and I'll put the tracking. And then it'll be blank spaces so you could fill in what you want. Maybe we'll try to do that. And they'll make a little pretty fun PDF that commemorates our step into the holiday music, step into the holidays, we got it, we don't want to come, because I'll just deal with it then. And true, you will, but do you really want to be deeper in a hole? I don't. I can't afford to be deeper in a hole because I'm already in a hole. I don't want to get any deeper in that hole because I'm already struggling in this hole. So I don't want to double struggle. So I need to reel it in. And so far, we don't have many events coming up. There is a Christmas party here. Remember, put on your calendar when your events are. We have 31 days in this, right? 31 days in December. If you have 10 events, that leaves 21 days where you don't. So think about that. Those days are to be super perfect. And I don't use perfect word often because I think perfection is overrated, but we need to be really good. I need to be good on the 15th and probably the 14th because the 16th, no, it's only a dinner and it's not going to be traumatic, but it's going to be something out of the ordinary. There's going to be adult beverages, I think, or we bring our own adult beverages, one of those. I could probably do without the adult beverage, but there's going to be dessert. I need to have something. So, and there's a couple other dinners we were invited to. I just have to put them on the calendar. So yeah, let's just be strategic about this. I will get those PDFs made. Like I said, if you're not on Facebook and you need them, please email me. I have one person already emailed me already from the live last night. Email me at dishwithdee@yahoo.com and I will, I have not made them yet. They're in my head. I was going to do it last night, but you guys recommended a new story for me. It's her fault. Yeah. I'm already on episode 3, I think. So yeah, thank you for that. It kept me out of the kitchen, but thank you for that. Kept me off my PDFs too. So I'm going to create those right after this, and hopefully they'll be up sometime later this afternoon. So that is it. Let me know how your week went. Remember, skill power over willpower. We have the skills. We need to use them, especially when we're in battle of the holidays. So if you've not yet hit that subscribe button, join us here. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment below how your week went. What did you do right? I don't like to focus on what we did wrong because we all know what we did wrong. We don't need to hear about it. We want to hear what we did right so it gives us that momentum to step into the next week. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're in for the challenge, No Gain December, let's do our stepping and our water. It's not going to be step count. It's just going to be times of stepping, I think. Or if you want to do step count, you do step count. You know what? You all do what works best for you. So that is it for me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you. Oh, speaking really quickly, if you've made it this long, I am doing Vlogmas on my other channel, Discoveries with D, because it's easier, because I'm unhinged there, and I don't have to. Here it's going to be very health focused. On Discoveries with D is whatever I feel like saying, talking about, or doing, and sometimes it's things I watch on television, places I go, things I see, just, chit chat. So that's why I think it'd be fun to do it over there. So that's where we'll do it. So if you haven't subscribed to that channel, it is totally free as well. It's linked down in the description box below as well. So come join me over there for D. I should really call it D Unhinged, because I really feel like that's what it is. You just don't know what's going to happen. I'm unhinged. And that sometimes is good, and sometimes it's a lot of fun, and sometimes it's a little scary. So that is it. All right, my lovelies, thanks for watching, and I will see you in a vlog very soon. Bye-bye for now.